Hello, my darling, beautiful girls. I just got back from the Children's Fair. It is another beautiful day in Albury, and yeah, I just love and miss you so much. Yeah, it was the strangest thing, about a year ago I tried Mr. Geary because, he knows the Mulvanys and the Magees and everything that has happened to us and this terrible situation and how illegal it all is and all the rest of it. But of course, Mum will never ever give up. So, yeah, I just rang him again and yeah, and just obviously I'm going to let you know not to ever give up hope and what I'm doing. And so I did that, and then come back from a class and it's like, I'm telling everyone there's a message on my phone. Bernie Geary's just called me. And they're like, wow. And yeah, so he said he's speaking to Tim on Monday, so he knows absolutely everything, and that this can be just so easily sorted out, First time I walked into that court, we had sent, a fax through to Tim after all these barristers and all that sort of stuff from the family, and I'd said, I'd just like to arrange access with your dad. And he walked into court and said the mother will not allow the father to see the children, and from that day it has been, lies beget lies kind of thing, and absolutely shocking from that day that it was done, But anyway, what's done is done and cannot be undone. And all we have wanted for so long is for you to speak freely and speak to your mother and grandparents and whoever you like, actually, and to see me every third weekend, and for this child support to stop, because the only reason they want that is so that I don't have this beautiful home for you, and I've had it for a very, very, very long time, and you should have been enjoying it that whole time, and it was illegal the first time they tried to take it. And just trying again is shocking kind of thing. And you know what? It's just going to be kept, so there's no point, Yeah, there is absolutely no point. Anyway, I love and miss you so much. It is just a shocking thing that children are told, it is always about them. It is always about them, The entire time you've been at that school, TC, they will not just say, here's where she goes to school and here are school reports. The principal would have been giving them to your dad and Antonia, but they've never passed them on because they would have lied to the principal about all of this and your mum and what they have done, and it is absolutely shocking. And what I'm saying to Mr. Geary is that it is urgent. All of these birthdays, all the school holidays, all the Christmases should never have happened. And we're coming up to one again. And it just should never have happened for a day, and it shouldn't happen again. And it is, they've just got to let that go kind of thing. Mrs. McKenna has this silly piece of paper that says she can call the police, and that everyone knows that's just a silly piece of paper. And I should just be able to come to parent-teacher interviews with you and just say how fabulous you are, and, to the annual mass and things like that. And, Mum will just never give up on those basic rights of yours, because the grief is just a terrible, terrible, terrible thing. And yeah, it is just shocking and wrong. And yeah, all children deserve a relationship with their mother. And yeah, I love and I miss you so much. All of your letters were so beautiful and fantastic. Yeah, but it is obviously incredibly hard to write them. I know it is. All of your friends just being with their parents, it's always, as I'll say to Mr. Geary, much worse for you than it is for me, and it is absolutely crazy. And, Mrs. McKenna is a mother, and I am sure that she wouldn't have said, okay, if my husband has an affair with the QC's daughter, then I will just accept that they will never be able to see or speak to me again, and that the family can take the family home, and the end. You know, she wouldn't do it. No one would do it. We will never give up. What has happened is just a shocking, shocking thing. You know, it is just ridiculous. And unfortunately, the Magees have these connections, things like, you know, a DHS worker standing over us, like everything was finished 2 years ago and I'm a teacher, you know. It absolutely is terrible, but that's about the lies they've told other people, you know, and they just have to stop lying and just accept that all of this was wrong, you know. And yeah, it is completely, completely crazy. But we love and we miss you so much. And yeah, Mum will never, ever, 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 ever give up. And you are amazing and incredible. And yeah, I do not get the logic, you know, Stell, like you can come here for lunch, but you cannot speak to me on your birthday and say happy birthday. I'm getting extraordinary lectures from Tim that, you know, Dad, Antonia had to be Dad's girlfriend, you know, and I'm to correct that. It is just mad, you know. And you know now all the awful, awful things, you know. Yeah, well, you were the ones that were taken away from your family, so you're the ones who know this the most. Yeah, anyway, I love you, I miss you, you are fabulous. And yeah, I'd just be able to show you my school and all the angel stuff and spend a weekend in your beautiful home. Everything's been illegal, you know, it is, there's no basis in law for it, obviously. And yeah, so it's wrong, cuckoo wrong. Yeah, I love you, I miss you, yeah, and we'll never give up, and I love you. Goodbye.